Okay, sorry guys. Now, okay. Yes, now we are live on YouTube. Good night, everyone. This is an English immersion. Everyone here is free to make mistakes without judgment. Talk and Talk is a platform for conversation in English, Spanish, French, and Italian. This is not an English class. If you want to have classes, we have here. And you can find more information on website. I'm Mariana. I'm here to guide this conversation and to learn too. I like to learn a new language, go out with my friends, and do sports. Today, we are going to talk about traveling. I've put the questions in the chat. So, Gabriel, can you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Gabriel Quirino. I'm living in Morro da Fumaça, a small city of Santa Catarina. And I apologize because I forgot my headphones. I'm working now. Because maybe my voice is bad. I don't know. And I'm firefighter, and I'm here working right now. I love play soccer. That's it. I'm 25 years old. I'm married, and that's it.
Thank you. And you, Natalia?
Hi, everyone. I am Natalia. I'm 36 years old. I'm from Beraba, Minas Gerais. I work as a secretary in an university here. What else? Okay, on my free time, I like to watch TV shows. I like to spend time with my friends. And what else I can tell? I have one cat and I live with my parents. That's all.
Thank you. What about you, Wallace?
My name is Wallace. I live in São Paulo. I have been working with software development at the last 11 years. I have a little turtle with my pets. I live alone. I'm not married. That's it.
Thank you. Natalia, can you read the first question and answer it?
How do you usually plan your trips? Well, I usually do a lot of researches about a place that I would like to go, and I try to save money to that place. And I still keep in checking the prices on apps like Google Travels, things like this. I usually do that. Travel is something that I really love to do, and since I'm not a rich person, so I save a lot of money just to do this, you know. So every single year, I try to do a trip, and I try to find the best way to do like a not expensive trip.
Thank you. And you, Wallace?
That's funny question because in the next months I will traveling for Minas Gerais when leaving Natalia for my how can I say férias.
Holidays, vacations?
Yes, holidays. I try saving my money. I tried planning. I have tried planning my station. How much days I will stay in city when I go. That's it.
And you, Gabriel?
Usually, I save money mainly this trip. Normally, I find some hotels, or I don't know how to say pousadas in English, but normally the cheapest. Maybe some place in the middle of the way, meio caminho, middle of the way, or we can stop and get by, and I think that it's all.
Thank you. About me too. I do search on Google. After I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, people giving tips about the place. As Natalia said, I'm not rich too, so I have to save a lot of money. And I usually do spreadsheets to forecast how much I will spend, where I go, and this kind of thing. And Gabriel, can you read the second?
Have you ever experienced a culture shock while traveling? How does traveling change your perspective on the world? I don't know. Maybe I never travel. I don't know, in our abroad. I've never traveled abroad, only inside Brazil. But maybe another state, maybe the state, to me, my point of view, different than me. Rio Grande do Sul. It's a different culture than me, because I don't know, maybe I see there most, I don't know, assim, são muito familiares, são muito juntos, é uma cultura muito diferente, assim, to me. The second question, the traveling change your perspective on the world. I don't know. I have a question. Ask this question. Can other people? I don't have this question.
Of course. And you, Natalia?
I had some cultural shock experience. The most of shock cultural experience was in Egypt. So, for example, that kind of clothes there, I remember I had this Egypt friend. I was changing my clothes and I said to him, okay, you can go to the street. And he looked at me and he said, you can't go with this kind of clothes here. You have to cover yourself, you know, that kind of stuff. So I cover myself. I just showed that part of my body, and some guys in the street point to me and say bad words in Arabic to me, you know, was the most shock experience. And how does traveling change your perspective on the world? I think when you travel, you see that you have to be very open-minded to situations like these, don't upset you. And at the same time, you have to respect the other culture, and you expect the people respect you as well. But sometimes this doesn't happen. So, but I think this cannot be something that you make your travel, I don't know the word for this. Good. You know, I don't know what can I say, but I think make your very open mind to a lot of situations in life, not just to travel.
Thank you. And you, Wallace?
In my case, recently I didn't traveling for Foz do Iguaçu. When I arrived there, I figured out the my cost is very low, but I have surprise because I spent more to okay. Then I'll figure it out. and but I occurring all perfect, but it's different culture. But for me, it's not different shock culture because the people is very, how can I say, receptivos. Receptivos. For me, it's very good, very nice. I try will I will try traveling in the next years for esqueci a palavra. Rever some peoples.
Thank you. I didn't have a big shock. I just went to Europe. Thank you, Gabriel. And I think European people are colder than Brazilian. We smiling a lot, and they know they not. But I met some people from Arabic countries, and they have different opinions about some issues like racism and women's rights that shocked me. But a place, no, but different culture that I meet. And the second, how changed my perspective. I think I become more patient with people because we have to have respect and understand other cultures. That's it. And Wallace, can you read the next?
Sure. What is your favorite travel destination? Tell us about it. For me, Minas Gerais, because I have several parents in the place. Before the pandemia, não sei como fala pandemia,
Pandemic.
COVID, pandemic, I not seen theirs. I have I miss you. I'm excited for traveling the next month. I think is place. My favorite places is where when my parents stay.
Thank you. And you, Gabriel?
To me, I like so much travel inside my state. For a park called Beto Carreiro. I know probably you know. Beto Carreiro, it's my city, maybe 3 hours here, my city until Beto Carreiro, and because I have a fan and I can see a lot of animals, and to me, I think it's the better place to me.
And you, Natalia?
My favorite travel destination was Scotland, Edinburgh. Guys, I'm not rich, okay? I will tell you how I do this in the other questions, because I don't know if you guys have heard about woodpeckers.
Yes.
So I usually do this, so I stay for free in the places. For free, I have to work to the places, something like this. So my favorite place until now was Edinburgh in Scotland, because it looks like a fairy tale, and I like that kind of style.
Scotland.
Nice.
Where is Scotland? Scotland, yes?
Yeah, Scotland is in the north, in the United Kingdom, so England and Scotland.
Okay.
Natalia, after I want to know more about this kind of, I forgot the name. Woodpeckers. That's so nice. Mine is England. I've been there twice, once for a month. I don't like the weather, but I like British people. I think they're polite and even friendly. I like architecture, and I like too much to travel to countryside. And next one, Natalia, can you read?
Have you ever been on a solo trip? If so, how was the experience? If not, would you go on a solo trip? Yes, I do. The first one that I did was just after I get divorced, and after this, I become addicted in travel. So the last one was last year to USA. As workpackers, I work in a hostel in Seattle for 3 months. And the reason that my English is not so good, even that I spent so much time there, is because I just have Brazilian friends there. So I just speak Portuguese during all the time. And it was amazing. It was a solo trip, but I think it's better if you have someone to share the experience. But if you don't, every time that you travel just by yourself, it's easier to have friends, especially if you are staying in hostels, because a lot of people are solo travelers too. So it's perfect. And I recommend everyone do this at least once in life.
And you, Wallace?
In my case, I like travel with together with my family, but infelizmente, eu sei como que é, mas não sei como pronunciar.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
Unfortunately, my family is not together with me, but for me, whatever, I love it. I love traveling alone. For me, more important is see my family, my parents. For me, that's it.
And you, Gabriel?
Can I say shopping? I was shopping, drink a beer alone, but travel not. I would like travel. I don't know, maybe Machu Picchu. I'd like the Machu Picchu.
Alone?
Yeah.
Wow. Why?
Well, I like the culture, the history about the people. So I'd like just visit. I don't know how to say pyramid, but the culture.
Yes.
Maybe it's coca. The culture.
Yeah. I went to England alone, and I stayed there for 1 month, and it was a wonderful experience. I also went to Italy. I stayed there for 3 months. I lived in a small city, and I could know more about the culture and travel around Italy too. In both cases, I went alone, but I met really nice people who became my friends, and I wasn't more alone. I wasn't alone for so long. And number 5, Wallace, can you read?
Yes. What cultures have you also always wanted to visit but haven't yet? I like travel. I and in the old no yes next
Before?
previous in the previous years I have try traveling for Argentina, Buenos Aires, but not get because I have some problems. I not we do, but in these years I how I say, I will traveling for Minas Gerais, but I will planning to traveling for Argentina in the next years, because I don't know, but I have get the traveling.
Thank you. And you, Natalia?
I would like to visit Peru, as Gabriel said, have a lot of nice things to do there. Is in my wish list for sure. Peru and Italy as well. Maybe you can give me some tips.
Yes, of course. And why Peru and Italy?
Peru, I think, was one of the first destinations that make my eyes, I don't know if in English have the expression, when you become very interested about something. I remember of the storybooks about Machu Picchu, and I don't know why, but since I was young, I think it was the first place that I ever imagined myself traveling, and I never been. Italy, because of Italy, I think is one of the most beautiful places in the world, even that I've never been there, and the food and the people. I love Italian people, all the Italian people that I had the chance to talk. They are was nice people. And probably because the culture, right? And Machu Picchu, I don't know.
Yes. And Wallace, do you know about the Argentina culture?
More or less. I have I like the place, not culture, but I have a read about Argentina, because it's like sim Europa, America, Europa. Yes, I have I have I have like how can say vontade, desejo. What eu acho, wish I wish now the play there.
Vontade, feel like, I don't.
I wish, desejo, vontade. Eu acho que é a mesma coisa, não?
Yes, thank you. I want to visit many countries. I think now the first of my list is Bahamas, because I like beach. I want to go to Caribbean. I don't know. And also I want to go to Africa, some country in Africa, because I want to, my dream is do a safari, maybe in Tanzania or South Africa. And United States, I want to go to Disney. Disney, not to United States, but Disney is my dream. And the next one, Gabriel, can you read?
Can you share a memorable experience from your travels? When I don't remember anyone. No.
With your friends.
No. Maybe because my travel, as a matter of fact, I travel in Argentina as well, and Paraguay to do some shopping, to do shopping, and but I didn't to visit the city, but I don't have a lot of experience about travel. Just inside my state, maybe some beats, I don't know, but memorable, no, sorry. I guess.
And you, Wallace?
In my childhood, yes, I did travel for São Sebastião, is beach in São Paulo. It's very nice because my, how can I say, primos primo.
Ah, primos, cousins.
Yeah, cousins. I
Cousins, I
travel
don't know.
with my cousins is very nice because we we do several things, yeah, that I cannot I cannot speak, but in my memory is very nice. But it was in São Sebastião, is uma bit in litoral north litoral in São Paulo.
Is near Ilhabela.
E
I
is near. Yeah, I think is near.
And you, Natalia?
Is a memory from my childhood as well. I was with my parents in Curitiba, what's the name of the place? Jardim Botânico in Curitiba. So I decided to explore just by myself with 11 years old. And when I look behind me, I didn't see my parents. And in like 10 minutes, a lot of policies are in the park doing research for me. I was like a person that I don't have vocabulary to express myself, but it was like I've been lost in the middle of the park and the police come to try to find me, and I feel so shy about this. Nowadays, I just laugh about it because I remember the time.
Oh my God. I don't have stories like this. Memorable. In Italy, I went to Pompeii. Do you know Pompeii? Where there is Vesuvio, volcano Vesuvio, the city that was destroyed and buried by Vesuvio volcano. And after many years, they found the bodies of the people who died there. And I saw the bodies. It was an amazing experience. I liked it. And I also climbed the Vesuvio. And it was exciting to climb it because we know the story, the power it has. And it was, I don't know in English, emocionante.
Can you see in Pompeii that you said that you can see the people? It's like the people that being freezing.
Petrified, yes.
I wish list to Pompeii.
Go, it's amazing. And read the history too, it's very nice. And Natalia, can you read the next?
Sorry, the next is
7.
What is the most beautiful natural wonder you've seen? Oh my God, I've seen a lot of nice places. Wallace will agree with me that Minas Gerais have very beautiful waterfalls, but one of the most beautiful things I ever saw was in Egypt. Dahab is like a city in the coast, and the sea is so clean that you can see all the fishes of all colors. Is amazing. Is one of the most beautiful things that I ever see. And it's extremely cheap. It's cheaper than Brazil there. So I feel like a queen. That's why I love Egypt.
When did you go?
The city is called Dahab.
Dahab?
Dahab is in the Red Sea. It's between, it's like a peninsula. I don't know how to say peninsula. The peninsula it's between Saudi Arabia and Egypt. It's very beautiful, very, very beautiful.
And you, Gabriel?
I think my state is a beautiful state, and here there are a lot of shoes, a lot of waterfalls, and hill. I don't know. And let me see. Mountain Chine. Yeah, cadeias de montanha. Terra. So it's the most beautiful natural wonder, the mountain chine, because it's you stay up mountain, I don't know, and you can see so far that you where you is. To me, I think it's that, but in my state near to me there are sea, there are waterfalls, there are the mountains. I think it's all.
And you, Alice?
For me, I like is near in nature. Minas Gerais is very wonderful for me, but in Foz do Iguaçu, when you see water down in your head is very nice, because you stay encharcado. E is very nice. The nature is nice, because that there is few beach animals, because there is very water, but when see cachoeira, que eu não sei como falar, cachoeira, you stay wonderful when the paisagem.
I imagine. For me, it was the beach in northeast of Brazil. I went to Pernambuco and Alagoas, and the sea is turquoise, transparent, and it's amazing. There are small beaches there. One is called the Ipioca. It's amazing. I want to live there one day when I retired. And it was the most beautiful landscape that I've seen. And I want to go to Santa Catarina, to Florianópolis. Everyone says it's beautiful. I want to go to Foz do Iguaçu too. And that's it. Wallace, can you read the number 8?
Yes. Which place would you recommend for tourists to go in your city or country? I recommend Foz do Iguaçu, because the landscape is very amazing. E the sensação, yes? Sensação is very sensation, yes. Sensation is very amazing, because I love water. Water in some time in some place.
Me too. I love water too. And you, Natalia?
I think one of the most, is number 8. Which place? Well, I think in Brazil, I would recommend Lençóis Maranhenses, because it's a very unique landscape, and in any other place in the world exists a place like Lençóis Maranhenses. And when I was there, I noticed that have much more foreigners than Brazilians. So I think Brazilian people would go more there, because it's a place. It's very beautiful.
And in your city?
In my city? Well, no, I'm near my city. We have this, it's like a neighborhood from my city called Peirópolis. It's a geopark. So you can see, I don't know how to say, fossils. Yes, the place that I live have a lot of fossil dinosaurs. So it's pretty common that someone starts a construction and they have to stop because they found fossils. So maybe you can do this, go to the museum and see that kind of stuff here.
Nice. And you, Gabriel?
And in my city, unfortunately, haven't anything because it's a small city, around 17 people. But I can't I can recommend in my state two places. The beach Balneário Camboriú. It's a expensive place, but it's a beautiful place. And another is a mountain chain, yeah, called Serra do Rio do Rastro. It's if I'm not mistaken, there is the most beautiful road in the Brazil. This place is called Serra do Rio do Rastro.
I know that in Balneário Camboriú is a lot of celebrities and rich people. Have you ever been there?
Yeah. Some maybe 2-3 times on the year I will at the Balneário Camboriú.
Nice. For me, I live in a small city, so isn't much to do, but there is Bossoroca, and it's a geological formation, and we go there, and there is a lot of mud, lama, and Brazil, I think in our series because of the beach, but I went only to Pernambuco and Alagoas, but I know that the other states there are amazing too. And Rio de Janeiro, São Paulo, these big cities, I think they are nice too. Next one, Wallace, can you read the name?
Yes. What is the most interesting thing you have done while traveling? When I lost in small islands, I think it was in when I traveling my courses in São Sebastião. I lost it. I was drinks more drinks. I just lost in small city in Iceland. It's funny for me because I don't have money. I don't have anything for help me. I try me virar in with people who stay there. For me it's funny because and I don't know, but when I remember this history, some details is funny for me.
And you, Natalia?
I think it was this travel to Lençóis Maranhenses because I did a trekking. So we sleep in the middle of the desert. In the middle of the desert has these people like small communities of they are called caiçaras. So they live there, and we sleep in the middle of the desert under the stars, and was a really rich experience. I think that was one of the most interesting at least one of the most different things I did.
And you, Gabriel?
I don't know if I have, but I remember when I was in the Balneário Camboriú, I had not a dream, but I'd like so much to visit a restaurant called Outback, because I live in a small city and my state hadn't Outback. And when I was in Balneário Camboriú, I was finding out a restaurant to eat, and when I see had Outback near me, I don't know, maybe 1-2 minutes of my hotel. So it's so funny to me. So, but I was in the Outback, but I spent a lot of money. If I'm not mistaken, there are only 2 Outbacks in my state. If I'm not mistaken, Balneário Camboriú and Florianópolis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Outback is the place where you can find the onion rings.
Yeah. Yeah.
And costela, the
Yeah, I
costela.
don't know how to say costelinha. Pork, barbecue pork. It's so good.
Yes. I did scuba diving in Porto de Galinhas, and it was an amazing experience. I saw a lot of fishes, and I forgot the name, água-vivas. It's very beautiful. If you can go one day, I recommend you do scuba diving. I don't know if some of you have already done.
No, never.
So I recommend. The next one minute. Wallace, can you read number 10?
Yes. Which places in Brazil would you like to go? For me, recently I have which for traveling Amazonia, because now for me Amazonia is there is different cultures, because there is indigenous. I try now about about them. Well, one day I will travel for there.
Me too. And you, Natalia?
I would like to go to Foz do Iguaçu after all the way that Wallace and Gabriel talk about it. Is Foz do Iguaçu one of the wonders, natural wonders, right?
Yes.
So yes, it's in my wish list. Go to Foz do Iguaçu.
I recommend
you.
it.
And you, Gabriel?
And I think I'd like to travel someplace in the Nordeste, and I don't know what's in Nordeste in English, but maybe Lençóis Maranhenses. It's so beautiful, and some videos that I've seen, yeah. And I would like so much to do a cruise in Amazonas as well. It's, unfortunately, is so much expensive, really expensive, but I'd like to make to do a cruise in the Amazon.
Me too. The first place that I want that in my list is Amazonia, because I want to see the animals and the huge rivers. I think it must be amazing. And I want to go now to Foz do Iguaçu and Lençóis Maranhenses too. Brazil. And Pantanal.
Stations, né?
Huh?
Would like traveling for our stations.
Yes. We have more 10 minutes. We have more 10 questions here in the chat. Can you see? So Natalia, can you read the first?
What's your favorite mode of transportation when you travel? Mode, you mean like plane, car, like this?
Car, yes.
Okay, my favorite one is train because I love to travel, but I'm afraid of airplanes. So I think train is the best because you don't have the, how can you say turbulences? I don't know. And a good point when you do a travel train is that you can see the landscapes. I think this is a very good way to travel, especially in Europe, right? It's easier to go to the place there. It's my favorite.
And you, Wallace?
It's me depends because when for Minas Gerais, for example, I would like to travel bus because I can see landscape. For me, very precious. But I would like to travel Amazonic. Of course, where would be plan.
And you, Gabriel?
To me, depends as well. And but when I travel inside my state, always I travel with car. And I don't know, maybe 2 times I travel bus, but it was to watch a match of my team, Criciúma, in a city called Brusque, and was awesome because as Wallace said, you can see all the I don't know paisagem in English, all the places,
Landscape.
landscape. Yeah, thank you. And but that's it. And like if you travel abroad or so far, airplane.
Me, I like train too. I like to see the landscapes, and I feel safer. It's a pity that we don't have here in Brazil trains like in Europe because it's easy. And I'm afraid about of the cars and airplanes too. I don't like to travel by car because of accidents.
My city.
I don't. Sorry, I would like don't travel with car because how can say avoids accidents. I think is more safely.
By car?
Yes.
Because I'm
Yeah,
crazy.
I like sleeping in all traveling.
Yeah, my city and around my city haven't train. I never take a train. There's a train, but they take a coal. Take a coal, yeah. They leva carvão, take a coal for our energy.
Ah,
Yeah, but not take a people. Just only until there is a train, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know how to say in English, but it's called Maria Fumaça in English, but only maybe on weekends for a tourist, but so visit some cities.
yes, I
Yeah,
only know about Maria Fumaça.
Esse é o pau de arara, né?
Pau de
Que nem
arara,
existe.
massa. Smoke Mary.
Eu acho que nem existe a tradução para isso.
And Gabriel, can you read the next? You are on mute.
Oh, sorry. The second, have you ever tried this question?
Yes.
Have you ever tried any traditional foods from the places you've visited? Yeah, but usually is almost seems like my state, so doesn't different than mine.
And you, Natalia?
I try to, but I think that one of the most exotic food that I ever tried was here in Brazil, in Lençóis Maranhenses. It was goat's meat.
Oh,
Is goat. So I think it's one of the most different things. I can't remember right now other something more exotic. I don't know.
and you, Wallace?
It's a hard question because I don't know how to speak several foods in English, but I like foods of Minas Gerais because it's more natural, more saudável. How can you say saudável?
Health?
Health, yes, healthy. That's it.
I've never tried yet exotic, but I like Minas Gerais food too. Queijo, cheese, and doce de leite. I don't know in English. And the last one, can you read, Wallace?
Yes. Have you traveled with friends or family? Which do you prefer? My family. I think family you get more contato, aproximação. E friends too, but family is more amazing for me.
And you, Gabriel?
To me, depends the travel, but usually I prefer family. But when I usually I will some match of my team and near cities of me. I prefer friends because I not usually we drink some beer and to me it's better. But the almost travel, I prefer family as well. Say is amazing, it's more relaxed and more funny as well.
And you, Natalia?
I did both friends and family, and I think it depends. I like both kind of company. I think it depends of the travel, but of course with family you feel more. You can say the things to your family, right? And at the end of the day, they will not care. They still love you. But with friends, sometimes you have some problems, and sometimes you cannot say everything that you want to say. But I like to talk to friends as well.
Só falar em português rapidinho. Eu acho que com a família você fica mais próximo, né? Mas com os amigos são os melhores memórias que você vai ter. Eu acho assim.
A gente fica mais à vontade com a família. Né?
Isso. Mas com os amigos é só doideira, loucura.
Mais ou menos isso aí.
With friends, we have more stories.
Remember this live, it's on YouTube.
Yes. I like
because I avoid speaking some things, but I bring skill.
Yes. Be careful. I like both too, it depends. But I like to travel with my mother because she has a lot of energy to travel. And guys, our time is almost over. I've sent here the survey. Please, if you can, answer it. And it was a pleasure. I hope to see you again. And thank you.
Nice to meet you guys.
And good carnival.
I just want to say that I will say to Zema, the governor of Minas Gerais, para contratar o Wallace como garoto propaganda.
Ah, yes. I accept.
I hope to see you again.
Bye, guys.
See you.